Welcome to SLC Fanboys. Three guys who love Star Wars, comic books, gaming, movies, and fangirls. Adam Thomas, self-appointed Starfleet captain and Cylon sympathizer. Andy Farnsworth, comic book Jedi and George Lucas apologist. Tyson Webb, Comic-Con moderator and amateur Sith. These are the SLC Fanboys.
We're back together again. Adam Thomas, Andy Farnsworth, and Tyson Webb back together again. I think for like the first time in, 4 years.
It feels so sincere. Like it. Oh, we're back again.
Coming up in a few minutes, how I'm not, believe it or not, pessimistic. I am not pessimistic about the launch of Star Trek Discovery, or at least not as much as I was a month ago.
And or at least not today, because tomorrow it could be pessimistic again.
And the amazing series of events that led to that feeling. But first, we have a name of the next Star Wars movie, guys. Yeah, The Last Jedi. What does that mean?
And it's red!
What
does it mean?
It all means something.
What? Somebody's dying!
Who's the last?
The red sun is risen!
Thank you for joining us on SLC Fanboys. We'll see you next week.
You totally should have hit the outro right there. That would have been funny.
If they murder Luke Skywalker,
they're not gonna murder him.
You see,
Kylo's gonna cut him down like Vader.
Handle that.
That's the worst fears take right there, Andy.
I
just jump right
really
to the murderer.
But I'm just saying, they showed no mercy with Han Solo.
No, they really didn't.
And after that, now everything's on the table. Leia's already dead. They got to figure out how to do it.
He's gonna walk towards Rey. Rey's gonna accidentally ignite the lightsaber and kill him, and she's gonna be like, "Oh crap!"
No, Rey wouldn't actually do it.
The first 30 seconds of the
they
film.
send him out like a punk.
So,
oops.
Just from the name of the movie, you already are now jumping to the murder of Luke Skywalker and trying to figure out how the best way to do it. I mean,
now, look,
you're already there.
Look,
I just have to prepare myself, okay? When you get caught by surprise, you wander across the road muttering like a homeless person
yeah, and he
to
did.
yourself.
He was so melancholy for
trying
like 2
to
days.
figure out how you're going to deal with the murder of a fictional character that somehow you care about as much as a family member.
The Jedi could
Luke's
be plural.
not there with me. Han totally was.
Luke is my favorite.
Is he really?
He's already been murdered by my brother when he got mad and took my Luke Skywalker action figure and pulled him apart and then left him in a nice little pile on the stairs where I could find him when I walked up them.
Wow. So post-Sarlacc, Luke Skywalker.
After the digestion of 1,000 years.
He slowly disassembled your action figure for 1,000 years.
Yeah, so in some ways I've been dreading this moment for 30 some odd years. I mean, I got sick to my stomach when they murdered his wife in the books. I don't like it when my characters die. I just don't like it.
He doesn't have to die. The Sith are no more. They've been, it's now the Knights of Ren. He might be the last Jedi, and Rey might be the first of whatever the Jedi evolve into.
Well, here's the argument,
being the last Jedi.
Here's the
Neo
argument,
Jedi,
though,
new
because
Jedi.
that specific line is in The Force Awakens crawl. Luke Skywalker, the last Jedi.
Right, and he is the last Jedi.
So,
if Rey becomes something that evolved from the Jedi,
now
maybe
that's
something
what I hope
different.
Is that they decide that maybe having regular Jedis isn't going to work anymore.
I'm just saying, it could be a plural word. I mean,
yes,
you're
right.
making an incredible assumption
it
here.
It could be
that
like all the
singular...
Jedi in the galaxy.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now did you guys... Okay, so we're not the only ones who's wondered this. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Josh Gad, who voices Olaf in Frozen, he's doing some movie with Daisy Ridley.
Uh-huh. Is he trying to get information?
He gets his phone out and he calls her in. It's like, yeah, we need to practice for this scene that we're going to have later. But first, what is The Last Jedi? And she's like, Josh, we can't really do this. He's like, no, is it plural? Is it singular? It's a really hilarious video. If I can find it, I'll post it. It was on Facebook.
Did she at least answer that?
No, she didn't.
Oh, I'm sure not.
Come on, Daisy.
She won't get paid if she does.
She'll be the last Jedi if she speaks.
She'll be the first. She'll be the first Jedi out of this movie if she speaks. Come on,
she's no Jedi.
Hey, they got to rewrite a whole bunch. That's what they've probably threatened her with. Look, we got to rewrite a whole bunch now with Carrie Fisher gone. We'll just write you out.
By the way, if she's not officially a Jedi yet, I go on ahead and put her in. I mean, she did enough last movie. Let's. It's a sliding scale.
She got lucky twice.
It's a sliding scale at this point. I mean,
It's fun to speculate like this because, A, we haven't had a new Star Wars movie in the age of speculation like this in a long time.
Yeah, right.
And B, when it's all done, we're going to laugh at all the stuff we're saying right now. Yeah. I really think that we're going to be like, oh, I guess that was pretty obvious. If only we had seen that. And maybe the greatest trick that the filmmakers are going to play is stick everything out in front of us, and we spent all this time, overthinking it.
Well, it's also the middle movie when the hero or heroine is going to be down on their luck for most of it. Something's going to happen.
And the villain is at its peak.
The villain's going to get to its peak, and then it's going to end, and then Return of the Jedi. I mean, the other one will come out.
The Last Jedi.
And hopefully there won't
The
be
Force
any teddy
Awakens,
bears
The
in
Last
it.
Jedi from... because if you put all the titles together, it makes a sentence.
Oh, yeah.
The Force Awakens, The
A long
Last Jedi.
sleep. Star Wars, a long sleep.
Oh, don't do that. Because now I just think everybody's going to be napping in the theater.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
90 minutes of that, 30
kidding
minutes
me?
of special effects.
The build up for that.
All right,
Tyson and I are going to be like
right.
staring at the
Best
screen.
movie ever! And then
So-
we think about it, and we're like, oh.
The final word on The Last Jedi is nothing can be assumed from simply those 3 words at this point, but we hope to reach...
Oh, no. Luke is going down in a bloody
He
bloody
will
mess.
not.
So we've
in a bloody
concluded-
mess.
Okay, so we are concluding
I
that.
will say this right now. If Luke gets murdered in this movie and I get to see it early, I don't give a care about spoilers for anybody else. I am telling every single person that I see
We won't
that
need
Luke
you.
is murdered.
You won't
Don't
need
do
to.
it.
Your body
Don't go
language
in
will
there.
be so
No, that's
evident.
true. It'll give it away whether I say anything or not. If Luke's dead, there will be no way I can even fake neutrality.
He'll come out of the theater and be like, no!
Yes, yes.
And then fold his arms and walk away.
I'll borrow your Darth Vader armor just so I can do it properly.
Oh, no. That should be stricken from all Star Wars.
Suddenly the smile wipes off his
Let's
face.
not get into the mishaps of Vader in Episode 3.
Thanks for checking out SLC Fanboys. Fulfill your destiny and follow us on social media. SLC Fanboys on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.